All right, Jude Bellingham negotiations to Liverpool. FABRIZIO Romano has issued an update of Jude Bellingham, one of the best players at the World Cup below 20 years. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where you watching us from? World Cup is back, quarterfinals, Argentina versus Netherlands, and obviously Brazil versus Croatia. And I believe the game of Brazil is the first one to come up today. Then that of Argentina and Netherlands is going to come back on later at 22 hours. But you know what we do here? We bring you the match reactions and highlights. That means when the game is done, that's when you're going to be coming up here to get you the updates. But let's talk about Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham, 16 years of age, was playing at Birmingham City in the Championship. United, Arsenal, Liverpool, and very many other teams wanted him by then, and he couldn't cost more than £30 million. And obviously, Borussia Dortmund paid that amount of money. They took him that side, and now the rest is history. The boy is shaking tables. He is desired by very many teams: Manchester United, Liverpool, Man City, Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG, and very many other teams are really interested in his services. But the close team that is really so much into this deal that they can even touch it is Liverpool. And first and foremost, it was Mercato coming out and confirming to us that Liverpool are willing to bid 150 million euros for Jude Bellingham. You see, Liverpool has one of the biggest problems in the midfield, and they need to solve it because the likes of Naby Keita have been injured. And this is one of the players that Jurgen Klopp looks at and understands that he is the next step. He's the next player that is going to take Liverpool for places. Because if we have Jude Bellingham, that means you are increasing on the creativity of Liverpool, hence creating chances for players like Mohamed Salah and very many more. So that's what I believe in, that Jude Bellingham is really a darling at Liverpool and wanted. Then later, we had a story coming in from Sky that Jude Bellingham is set to leave Borussia Dortmund in the summer, and the German club are happy to allow that to happen for a fee in between £86 million to £130 million. So before the World Cup came in through, we all knew that Jude Bellingham was going to depart Borussia Dortmund to another club that is willing to offer them the money. But right now, when you look at the photos coming in from the English Cup, looks like he's so close to Liverpool players, and it's said that he's so close and friendly to Jordan Henderson, and Jordan Henderson is doing the job to convince him to join Liverpool. He's also so close to Trent Alexander-Arnold, meaning that he might have already agreed to join Liverpool. But before the World Cup came through, they wanted £100 million. That's it. Sorry, they wanted 100 million euros. That is like £86 million. So with what he has showcased at the World Cup, that's why his price is skyrocketing from £86 million, or 100 million euros, to £130 million, or 150 million euros. And Liverpool is willing to go ahead and put in that money for this boy. And I believe teams would have wanted to get in this player if at all they had the money. If it's Manchester United, they would have loved Jude Bellingham. But it depends on how the project is turning. So Liverpool are going the hard way to go on and spend huge money on this player. And I believe that is not maybe the right way, because I believe that Liverpool started to be competitive when they are not buying players of £100 million. You get? Because the expensive players they ever bought is Alisson Becker at £70 million and Virgil van Dijk at 75, meaning that they should be in that range. To me, if I'm Liverpool, I wouldn't have gone in for Jude Bellingham if at all he exceeds £86 million, because if I'm to pay £130 million for this player, there are very many other midfielders that I can get at a price of like £60 million when they can get the job done like Jude Bellingham. Look at Enzo Fernandez. I believe there is a good player in Enzo Fernandez, and when you get him into that Liverpool side, he can complement Fabinho and very many others. Enzo Fernandez can play as a CDM and a box-to-box midfielder. Look at Caicedo. Caicedo is at 65 million pounds to 70 million pounds. Get him on board, buy him, he will do you the job of Bellingham, and that means you are wasting resources for the club, because you feel like to compete with Man City, you need to spend and bring in high quality players that are very expensive. But look at Arsenal. The most expensive player Arsenal have ever bought in the era of Mikel Arteta is Ben White, 50 million pounds, followed by Gabriel Jesus at 45 million pounds. Fabio Vieira is 34 million pounds. You get? They've never exceeded 50 million pounds, but guess what? They are topping the table and 5 points ahead of Man City. What does that mean? Buying expensive players without a proper plan doesn't make sense. But I know for a team like Liverpool, they know that this player is English, and to go on and win a lot of favor around the English side in United Kingdom, you need to get the next big thing that is coming in from the English national team, that is Jude Bellingham. Obviously, lots have been said, and we have to continue to let you know about what Fabrizio Romano is going to let us know about this deal of Jude Bellingham to Liverpool. Himself, that is the transfer guru, transfer expert, that is Fabrizio Romano, has told us that talks continue on player side, but it's not fine for final decision yet on Jude Bellingham's future. Borussia Dortmund will open talks with clubs in 2023. Understand the only agent of Jude Bellingham who is now taking care of the negotiations is his father, Mark. So, for Borussia Dortmund, their only job is to set the amount of money that they want. Now, the club that will be willing to go on and pay that amount of money should be in talks with Jude Bellingham now to see to it that they sign the player. Liverpool is talking to the father, that is Mark, of Jude Bellingham, and is responsible to carry out the negotiations for his son. But I believe it's really going to be a huge money move. It's going to be a hefty deal for Bellingham to the club he's going to. But it looks like Liverpool is the team that is really at the forefront of signing Jude Bellingham from Borussia Dortmund to Liverpool, meaning that it's coming to Merseyside. But I believe in the situation where Liverpool is, Jude Bellingham is a good player, but if at all they can go ahead and really get in more others, because in that amount of money, you can sign like 3 quality midfielders that are really top class and promising to be world class. So let's wait and see what is going to happen between the deal of Bellingham to Liverpool, as huge negotiations have started and his father is at the helm of these negotiations. Now, let's go to Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling is a player who plays for the Three Lions, that is the national team of England. And secondly, he got out of the camp because his family was really robbed, and he flew back to England to see to it that he tussles everything out. But after getting it done, and the police has arrested some people that are behind this, he managed to fly back to Qatar to see to it that he rejoins the English national team. That is not Jude Bellingham, it's Sterling. Now, we've been told by Fabrizio Romano that important news for England, Raheem Sterling is back in training. He's with the squad now after returning to Qatar before the quarterfinals versus France. He has missed a lot of training and had 2 long flights. That is not good preparation. That's what Southgate said. So let's wait and see what's going to happen for this guy who goes by the names of Sterling. Will he start in the game they are going to play against France? Obviously, to me, it's a boost. However much he doesn't start, but he can come on and really make things change, because he is one of those players that have known at terrorizing huge teams, and in big matches he rises up to the occasion. That is Raheem Sterling, and it might see the manager of England change the system to a 3-5-2, whereby Rashford will lead the line with Harry Kane, because Sterling would have led the line, but I believe he is not in full fitness mode to play an entire game, and maybe he will come on later to play like some 30 minutes in the game of England versus France. So guys, what are your thoughts on 150 million euro negotiations of Bellingham to Liverpool? Then do you think Sterling is really going to be integral in the game of France versus England, and would you start him ahead of Marcus Rashford? Because the system is going to go for, is not going to be a 4-2-3-1. He's going to go for a 3-5-2 with Harry Kane and Rashford leading the line. But if at all Sterling is available and fully fit and ready to go, I think we'll start Sterling and Harry Kane. Rokani David is my name. I sign out for now. See you later, and our first video of the day. More yet to come. Brazil-Croatia is the game that is happening next, and the match reaction is really going to be up for grabs onto this channel. I'm out.